Hi class, what we're going to do today is we're going to continue with chapter 4, problem 5b. We're going to work on the unadjusted trial balance. So if you'll hang on just a second, I'm going to share my screen with you. When we left off at the last problem that we were working on, I had shown you the general ledger and the journal entries. And this is the posted original entries to the ledger. And so I've posted all of the original transactions for this problem to our ledger account. So the next step is to prepare the unadjusted trial balance. You can find your unadjusted trial balance at the bottom or middle part of this screen. I'll just scroll down right quick so you can see where we're at. And what you want to do is you want to prepare this unadjusted trial balance. They've got part of it prepared for you as far as they've shown you the ledger accounts here. So all you got to do is put in the balances. And the balances of these ledger accounts come from the balances that we have at this point in time for our in our ledger. So we're going to start with our cash account. The ending balance at this time is $43,535. And I'm going to put that on the debit side because it is a cash account. All asset accounts have debit balances. So I'm going to go back to my ledger and I'm going to go to my accounts receivable, which is the next ledger account in the ledger. And I'm going to pick up the ending balance, which is $17,790. Then I'm going to pick up my balance for my supplies. My supplies account, of course, is an asset account. It's got a debit balance at this point in time of $4,025. And then I'm going to pick up my prepaid rent. And my prepaid rent is $6,000. It too has a debit balance because it's an asset. I'm going to pick up the balance, prepaid insurance, $4,200. And I'm going to look for my balance in my office equipment. It's $20,000. And then I'm going to look for my balance in accumulated depreciation. And notice it doesn't have a balance yet. That's because we haven't prepared adjusting entries. So the next account balance I would pick up is the balance that is in my accounts payable. And it's got a $1,600 credit balance. And then I'm going to look to see if I have a balance in my salary payable. There's no balance in there yet. That's because we haven't completed our adjusting entries. And then I'm going to go to the next balance, which is unearned fees. We have $9,400 in there. And unearned fees, like accounts payable, is a liability. That's why we're on the credit side. Its normal balance will be on the credit side. Then I'll pick up my capital balance, which has a credit of $50,000. And then I'll pick up the debit balance that is going to be in my drawing, because remember, drawing has a increase side on the debt side. And the balance is $18,000. And then we're going to go back to the credit side because we're going to look for fees earned. And we have a balance of $57,500 as a credit balance in fees earned. And then we're going to swing back over to the debit side to record our salary expense. And salary expense has a debit balance of $3,300 at this time. And then our supplies expense, let's see if we've got anything for that. Nope, no balance yet because we haven't adjusted it. There's no balance in rent expense or depreciation for the same reasons. So on insurance expense, there's no balance there. So I'm going to skip on down to my miscellaneous expense and put in the balance of $1,650. And then I'm going to total up my balance on the debit side. You want to find your total debits. And I'm going to total up my credits. And notice we're in balance. So that's a good sign that we posted everything correctly in the ledger. So right now, as far as I can tell, my ledger's okay. And I prepared an unadjusted trial balance. So the next step will be to prepare adjusting entries. And we're going to do that in another recording. So I'm going to stop sharing here. And I'm going to stop the recording. Bye-bye.